Welcome back trackside once again, race fans, here to the Turn 3 Racing Network. Tonight, back in action once again with the Swift MotorSports Performance Truck Series. Hitting the Glen here tonight, 45 laps around this 2.5 mile track. Drivers under the gun trying to put themselves on the pole position here tonight. We're going to get to some of your qualifying times in just one moment. Track temperature 99 degrees here tonight for the 11 turn road course. Drivers are going to test their skills tonight, turning left and right. We'll see if we get a familiar face back to victory lane or if a newcomer will break through. Once again, qualifying underway, so what do you say we bring you some of those times over to the left-hand side of your screen? There you can see, looking to go back-to-back visits into victory lane. Quick time belongs to the Toyota Tundra of Justin Gann, 1:13.26 around this 2.4 mile road course in beautiful upstate New York. Watkins Glen International hosting the Glen 45 for tonight's Performance Motorsports Truck Series, race number 8 here in season number 6. Championship right around the corner. A lot going on, a lot to go down yet still here tonight. So as time ticks off of the stopwatch here in qualifying, looks like most of the field is already beginning to switch over to race trim, so we're going to step away for just a brief commercial break before we head trackside for your national anthem and starting lineup. Don't go anywhere, race fans. We'll be right back.
With the Butt Kicker Gamer 2, what you see and what you hear is what you feel. Butt Kicker. The future is feeling.
The most realistic online racing sim ever made. This is iRacing. Detailed laser scan tracks, fully dynamic real world cars, and over 50 series to choose from. 6 online world championships offering over $400,000 in annual prizes. This is the original esport racing game. This is iRacing.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly wailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rackets regular, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof
And backtrack side after the flyover has finished, drivers are going to begin to make their way to the starting grid here tonight. Handful of drivers yet to get through pre-race inspection. So we're going to step away for just a brief commercial break. We'll be right back after these short words. And after some technical difficulties, we get everything ironed out. Bring a trackside as drivers get ready to roll off and form up here on the front stretch. Got a little bit of mix-hap going on out there on the track for the starting lineup, but nonetheless, we're going to get things kicked off and underway as you hear the music. You know it's time to run down tonight's starting lineup in the Glen 45, brought to you by the Performance Motorsports Truck Series right here from Watkins Glen International Raceway in beautiful sunny New York. Jerry Cochran Jr. looks like qualifying the starting grid a little out of whack. So let's go ahead and run it down to you the way that it's meant to be. Let's see if we can't get that to you. There you can see Justin Gann walking away with the pole position behind the wheel of that fast Toyota Tundra just to his outside. 72 of Jerry Cochran III going to try to get that Grayson Jade photography. 72 to the front. Ray Lane rejoining us once again, the previous race winner behind the wheel of that fast number 44. He's going to be looking for victory lane once again. Lee Campbell, Bailey Dutton will round out your top five here tonight. Nick Hunt going to start from that 6th position behind the wheel of his 00 John Deere machine with Tommy Haynes and Todd McGregor back in row number 4 and in row number 5 here tonight. Mike Rominger followed by John Wimbish, Gary May, and Jerry Cochran Jr. finish out the 12 truck field here tonight. Big tip of the cap to race control and admins here in the house just down the hall. Andy Starcher and Don Kidder putting in the time behind the scenes. We'll wait for these drivers to kick things off for the first time here tonight from the Glen. So there's your starting lineup as the field comes through the final 2 corners. The iRacing Porsche pace car ready to duck off, and we're ready to unleash the beasts for the first time here tonight from Watkins Glen International. Road course rules apply. Get ready for some action as we go. Green flag racing here at the Glen. To 3 wide for a moment. The 44 going to duck to the inside. Ray Lane looking for a position early here on lap number 1. Side by side up through the S's. Everybody single file back from there, and Lane will take the position away. Lane going to push hard to take that 2nd position away. Put his fast Ford F-150 into 2nd. Single file through the most part through the bus stop for the first time here on lap number 1. Justin Gann stepping away just a little bit. We'll get those timing and scoring Information over there on the left-hand side of your screen at the completion of lap number 1. Field stretching out just a little bit now. Lee Campbell with a good run behind the wheel of that 14 machine. Tommy Haynes in the Crown Royal, number 17, running well here tonight, up 7 positions from where he qualified, already now into 7th. Side by side as the 72 looks to grab second back, unable to do so. And as we cross the line for the first time here tonight at the Glen, we'll drop that timing and scoring over there to the left-hand side of your screen. Looks like transponder problems for that 72 of Jerry Cochran Jr. not being scored with any time here. Ray Lane, interesting little transponder information coming from him as well. So we'll continue to watch this unfold. We'll see if the transponders in the timing and scoring don't fix themselves at some point in time here tonight. Justin Gann already out and away back into the carousel for the second time now tonight. It looks like the 72 losing a little bit of ground, so let's go back here. Nick Hunt and the John Deere Sim Magic Machine trying to run down to 14 of Lee Campbell, who is starting to step away just a little bit. Tommy Haynes losing touch. John Wimbish falling back as well. Wimbish back into 8th position here. You can see a clean tide. Sirius XM Chevy Silverado way back off of the pace. The 71 of Todd McGregor. Behind the wheel of that 71 machine. McGregor a bit off pace here tonight at the Glen. Looking for some battles. Let's go back here with a Goodyear 14 machine. Starting to close in on Bailey Dutton. You can see the 26 trying to work his way up through this field. Poor qualifying effort for that 26 of Dutton. He's going to look to see if he can't get back to his winning ways here tonight at the Glen. Only driver with multiple race wins so far this season. Bailey Dutton to victory lane 3 times so far. Looking to make it 4th. And keep that winning percentage of 50%. An amazing record so far this season for Dutton. 6 starts, 3 wins, an amazing job so far here this season for Dutton. Mike Rominger also with an amazing season so far here tonight. Rominger unable to get that ChevyAccessories.com machine to the starting grid here tonight. So unfortunately the 9 is going to fall back through the point standings here. And it's very crucial. I know I'm talking a little bit right now, but it's going to be very crucial over the course of these last 3 weeks. Right? We're right around the corner from the championship starting. Shane Bliss, Nick Hunt, tight little battle. 8 points separate the two. Shane Bliss coming into tonight's race, sitting in 16th, but not trackside. So Hunt looking to just have a solid night here tonight. Put himself inside of that top 16 as we head to New Hampshire in Homestead to finish out the month and to finish out the regular season. Big night here tonight for Hunt. Todd McGregor going to have some problems in the 71. Going to head to pit lane early here tonight. Lap number 3, McGregor to pit lane. Field starting to stretch themselves out just a little bit here now. 2.2 second back from Justin Gann to Ray Lane. We're going to see if we can't get that timing and scoring fixed for you over there to the left-hand side of your screen. Driving me absolutely insane. Tight battle here. Gary May, John Wimbish going at it for positions on the track. Lap number 5 here, leaving us with just 40 to go. This time around, May will take the position away from John Wimbish, who is struggling now. Jerry Cochran Jr. looking to take a position. Tell you what, let's go on board behind the fight. Here went Jerry Cochran Jr. trying to pick up a position, move a little further forward. Inside of your top 10, sitting in that final spot inside of the top 10, Jerry Cochran Jr. looking for a little bit more here. 2 more positions right in front of him. Can he run the rabbit down here at the Glen? Just listen to how easy these drivers are on the throttle. Some amazing throttle work here from Jerry Cochran Jr. We're going to jump back outside of the truck. Watch as things unfold for just a second. Bailey Dutton starting to close in and have some company. Lee Campbell, Nick Hunt right here. 4th, 5th, 6th. All the racetrack disappearing act now. Magic Man, now you see me, now you don't. So who you got out there, race fans, huh? Who you rooting for? Who you got out there in tonight's race? Couple of heavy hitters missing here tonight. Todd Cray not in action. He's going to fall a little deeper in the point standings now, missing. I believe this is going to be his 2nd race miss so far this season. Todd Cray going to be in a pretty precarious situation moving forward, trying to chase after a championship position. Gary May with some problems, May with some issues. As we watch this fight unfold, let's take a look back. Let's take a real quick look here at the replay. Gary May looks like he's going to loop it out of the carousel. There it is. The 5 coming up out of the bus stop into the carousel. Oh boy. Tabletops it there in the carousel. No harm, no foul. He'll get the ship corrected and headed back in the right direction, and we'll rejoin that battle at the front. But between Bailey Dutton and Lee Campbell, Dutton slowly now starting to build that gap. And again, you can hear these drivers somewhat short shifting, right? Not getting that full RPM, not wanting to line up those rear tires. Very important here to keep these good gears in as good a shape as possible. You're going to be burning them up, already throwing them in through the corners, especially through that bus stop chicane. This is your closest battle on the racetrack as we lap around the Glen. Lap number 8 on the board. Bailey Dutton sitting in the 4th position has Lee Campbell all over him. Long train of single file trucks around the 2.4 mile road course here in beautiful upstate New York. Watkins Glen International Raceway hosting race number 8 here for the Performance Motorsports Truck Series, and what a night of racing action so far. Oh, and Bailey Dutton all sorts of out of shape into turn 1. Dutton out of shape in turn 1. He'll give the position to Campbell. That's going to put Hunt all over his rear deck lid. Up through the uphill chicane, up through the S's. Going to make that slight right-hand turn down the long back stretch here. Going to cover up that inside lane. Not going to allow Hunt to make the move to the inside. Clip the curbs, and now clip them with the double left-hander. Nice little ride outside on the right-hand side into the carousel. Great recovery from Dutton. What was the trouble spot last time by for Dutton no longer seems to be an issue. 26 going to keep the truck underneath him this time, make it smoothly through turn number 1. Now starting to open up that gap once again to Nick Hunt, trying to chase down Lee Campbell to take that 4th position back away. Meanwhile, at the front of this field, Justin Gann out and away to a 4.4 second advantage. Jerry Cochran the 3rd. Again, the second pass being made moments ago. Cochran gonna take that 2nd position back away from Ray Lane. Let's take you back. Let's show you the action. Let's see how it happened. Just a great turn number 1. Looks like Lane maybe on a different strategy. Kind of just pulled over there to the right-hand side and let Cochran go. And that's going to do it. Yes, it is. Just like that, Ray Lane to pit road. Ray Lane to pit lane. First in what should be his only stop of the night. Ray Lane gonna rejoin the race outside of the top 5, all the way back in the 8th position. Already making his green flag lap. We'll see if that's gonna be the route to go. The short pit strategy here tonight at the Glen. We'll see if that's the way to go, or if running it the long way, running the fuel mileage out here. We would expect to see drivers having to come to pit road here in the next 5 to 7 laps is about where we'll see these drivers absolutely need to hit pit road for fuel. So we'll see which one of these drivers throughout the field here tonight gets the job done. Going to go a little closer to the action, a little closer to the track, as drivers continue to pound the pavement here tonight. Bailey Dunn and Nick Hunt going to go flying by. Great little look at the exit of turn number 1 as the trio continues to track after each other. Everybody looking for positions here as we start to settle in deeply into the mid portion of tonight's The Glen 45. You're watching the Performance Motorsports Truck Series. Field spread out quite a bit here already. 13 laps into tonight's 45-lap event from Watkins Glen International Raceway. First doubleheader of the week at the road course. We're going to hit these 11 turns tomorrow night right here with the Swift MotorSports Airs iRacing Paints Xfinity Series. So setting the bar, setting the standard, starting the week off here tonight from the Glen. A lot of road course action this week on the Turn 3 Racing Network. We've got back-to-back nights of the Glen, followed up by a trip to the Circuit of the Americas. Then we're going to head off to Indy, so a lot going on here this week alone. Looking down through the timing and scoring, looks like Gary May has made his way on to pit road. Only one driver out of tonight's race. Make that to Mike Rominger, unable to get the number 9 ChevyAccessories.com machine to the starting grid. He will be listed down and out of tonight's race in the 12th position. Todd McGregor, early engine troubles, had to head to pit lane and end the night early here tonight. Besides that, we have still got 10 drivers out there on the track, but only 8 remain on the lead lap. Walking away with this thing right now, you can see just off in the distance, right at about 4 seconds back. And there you can see that Grayson Jade Photography number 72 machine of Jerry Cochran III. Cochran trying to make a splash, trying to work his way back up to give Gann a fight, to give Gann a run for his money, but man, Justin absolutely gone right now. 30 laps remain, this time by race leader pole sitter here tonight, leading every single lap so far. Fastest lap of the race also turned in here tonight. Oh no, let's strike that Ray Lane. The 44 Windows French tires going to run a 13.94. Just faster, just a tick faster than Justin Gann here tonight. So your race leader and pole sitter does have some competition, but with Lane already making a green flag pit stop 5 laps ago, it doesn't really look like he's closing in that much. About 0.6 of a second faster last time around. Race leader Gann with a 14.52 to Lane's 13.96. Campbell and Dutton both onto pit road this time around, so 2 more drivers gonna head to pit lane. They're gonna call it quits, trying to split this thing pretty much right down the middle. So just under 30 laps to go. Looks to be about 4 drivers remaining on the lead lap. Big gaps back through your top 5. Let's give you a little bit of a rundown. At the front of the field, started from the front and has led every single lap here tonight behind the wheel of that Performance Motorsports number 30 Toyota Tundra, the Virginia Beach native, looking to bring it home once again. Back-to-back visits to victory lane. Can Gann get it done as he'll bring us to lap number 17? He'll continue to walk away. Started from second, continues in second here tonight behind the wheel of that Fretch. The Silverado, the Grayson Jade Photography, number 72 of Jerry Cochran III. Cochran looking for that first race win here in the Performance Motorsports Truck Series. Looking to back up a good run so far in that Xfinity Series. We'll see if he can't get the gap a little closer over the course of the second half of tonight's race. Meanwhile, back in third, picking up a handful of positions here tonight, John Deere, you think my tractor's sexy, Sim Magic. Chevy Silverado. Sorry, I gotta do it. Every time I see the paint, I think of she thinks my tractor's sexy. Either that or Baby, take a ride on my big green tractor. You know the songs, don't act like it. Solid season so far here as well for Nick Hunt. Just outside of the top 16 coming into tonight's race. And with a solid finish tonight, it should catapult him securely inside of the top 16 with an opportunity and a chance to run for a championship. In 3 short weeks when we kick that championship chase off, top 2 to pit road, Nick Hunt may become your race leader. Tommy Haynes with a fine run here tonight. Behind the wheel of that Crown Royal number 17 Toyota Tundra. And Hunt onto pit road, and here it is. Tommy Haynes also gonna head to pit lane. So as Haynes continues to have a solid run down to pit road speed, long pit road here tonight. Let's jump back a little through the field. Ray Lane, Waterfordton, North Carolina. Kid Lane somehow turn the night around. He's going to leapfrog a handful of drivers. How quickly will he close in on the 72 into 30? And that is the true question and testament. That's going to do it for your driver highlights and spotlights for the time being. Let's jump back to a battle once again. These two guys continuing to throw down. Dutton able to pick the position back away from Lee Campbell. Move Dutton back into 4th while Campbell drops back to 5th. Just about 5 laps away from the official halfway point here tonight from Watkins Glen International Raceway. If you're just joining us, how you doing? How you feeling? Out there in TV land, race fans, glad you could all join us here tonight. You're watching the Glen 45 for the Performance Motorsports Truck Series. We'll drop that timing and scoring back over there to the left-hand side of your screen. A little bit of hiccup between those top 3 drivers. The gap is 3.4 and another 5.2 back from Cochran to Lane. Another 8 seconds back from Ray Lane to Bailey Dutton. With pit stops coming on lap number 17, all the way stretched out from lap number 10 is when Ray Lane and the 44 head down pit road. First driver onto pit road. We stretch this thing out all the way to lap 17, so a big discrepancy on the tires here for Lane and the rest of this field. Gannon Cochran out front showing the way. Fresh tires on board for those two to stay at the front. At this point in time, it's self-inflicted wounds, right? Road course racing, one of those self-policing, accountable tracks. I know it's easy to say, keep it on the pavement. There's little tiny moments where you can get just a little bit too much of the tire over a little too much of the curb. Maybe clip that right-hander coming out of the bus stop just a little too much. Get the right side tire just barely. Whoa, and there's trouble right there. There is trouble right there. Ray Lane with a problem, and Lane will drop through the running order. Turn number 1. Lane gonna have some issues. Do we have a view of that, guys? Do we got what happened there? And I'm getting a shake of the head, so we're gonna go back. Let's check out what happened. High above with the turn 3 drone cam, following the 44 down into turn number 1. Just on the gas, and a little kiss of that inside wall, but you can see it right there. Just a long, lazy spin as Lane was working his way through turn number 1. That's the second driver to be caught out here tonight by turn number 1. Even the 26th, very skilled veteran driver, Bailey Dutton, also caught out here tonight. So one may be the trouble spot. Self-inflicted wounds was the topic, and Ray Lane will be the subject. Sitting in third, now back in seventh. Big mistake here. With 25 laps to go, Ray Lane he's gonna have to find some light speed. So we're gonna jump back around the track just a little bit, bring you some different camera shots, different angles of different drivers here tonight. 14 of Lee Campbell still trying to track down Bailey Dutton, but he has given up quite a bit of time. Nice clear Sunday drive out of that rear view mirror. Tommy Haynes 12.6 seconds back, breathing easy here tonight behind the wheel of that Goodyear number 14 machine. Lee Campbell looking to have a solid night. So as we are right at that halfway point here tonight, we want to remind you, show these drivers some love and appreciation. Let them know you enjoy not just the action here tonight, but the action each and every Monday night right here on the Turn 3 Racing Network, your home for Swift MotorSports. You're watching the Performance Motorsports Truck Series, the Glen 45. Keep in mind and remember to show these drivers some love before you go, and be sure to drop that thumbs up, click subscribe, smash the bell over there at the right hand side, get notified anytime we go live here on the Turn 3 Racing Network, whether it's myself, Dave of the Cave, or anybody else back at the Turn 3 headquarters. We do appreciate each and every one of you, each and every time you stop by, and a big shout out to all of the sponsors that make things happen here with the Truck Series. Big shout out to title and series sponsor Performance Motorsports, not just sponsoring the series, but sponsoring a stable of very quick drivers. One of them sitting out front right now, just on board in front of Campbell, Bailey Dutton. A second one of those Performance Motorsports drivers. So representing well here at the front, two out of your top three. Amazing job for an amazing sponsor. Want to give a huge shout out as well to Mountain Mafia Kennels, the best American bully breeders in Western North Carolina. You won't find a breed more tried or true. Championship bloodlines in papers. They can be vetted and tested. I'm telling you. You want you one of these monsters, you want you one of these beasts, get them while it's hot. You can find them on Instagram, Facebook, as well as Twitter. Once again, that's Mountain Mafia Kennels. You want to feel the rumble beneath your feet, or maybe the bumps on your seat? Feel when you've been missing with Butt Kicker. The future is feeling. Huge shout out as well to Ayers Eye Racing Paints, coming on board as an associate sponsor here with the Performance Motorsports Truck Series, title series sponsor of the Xfinity Series. Tomorrow night, live right here at 8 o'clock, once again, with Swift Motorsports and their stable of top tier caliber drivers, some of the best in the business. I promise you that. Week in, week out, these drivers never cease to amaze us. Through the uphill S's, Bailey Dutton still keeping Lee Campbell at bay. But Campbell a tick faster last time around. Campbell coming into tonight's race, sitting just 28 points out of your overall points lead. Coming into the final 3 weeks of the regular season, and Campbell has just been one of those consistent drivers. He hasn't made a ton of noise. He's had some solid top 10 performances, 57% in the top 10. 4 top 10s to his name. Still yet to see that top 5. Looks like tonight is going to be the night that he clicks or checks that box off. Just a solid season so far. As we continue tracking the minute battle is what I'll call it. There you can see Campbell still trying to close in. Trying to will his way. The rear deck would have really done. Maybe give him a little bit of a distraction. Maybe play around in the mirror a little bit. Get him looking in the mirror. Force a mental mistake. That's what it's going to take here. At this point in time, no caution flags are going to fly here tonight. Local yellows only, and with the field stretched out, I doubt we're going to have a log jam at any point here tonight. So some ground to be made up, but I don't think anybody's cooking quite like Glen tonight. That number 30 absolutely gone here with just 20 laps remaining. Justin Gant out front, followed by Jerry Cochran the third, Bailey Dutton, Lee Campbell, and Tommy Haynes round out your top 5. Ooh, very close right there. Ooh, boy. And that 14, boy, that was close. See the 5 of Gary May starting to close in on the back of Jerry Cochran the third. That is not a battle for position. May listed multiple laps down after early trouble and damage here tonight. He has rejoined the racetrack, able to leapfrog Lane, who we watched have an issue. We watched him have that problem. It didn't look to be that big of a hit, but unfortunately, long stay. We're trying to fix up that 44. The only Ford in the field in the F-150 was not built Ford tough. It's down on pit road, getting beaten and banged on right now. We'll see if that 44 is going to be able to rejoin the track or if he'll be left on pit lane. As the field continues, green flag run here tonight. Justin Gant out front, and Gant may have had an issue. Justin Gant may have had an issue. Let's go up here. He has given up a ton of time. He's given up an absolute ton of time. Looking back here, it doesn't look... Trying to go over some footage, guys. Do we got anything of Gant? Do we got anything on Gant going at? No? Okay, we're getting a head shake. Gant just running a little slow, maybe trying to stretch this thing a little bit. Had over a 3-second advantage, has given half of it back. Very quick, very hungry, very capable. Right? I think that's one of the most important parts. A very capable driver. Pretty clean race here so far for that 72 of Jerry Cochran III. Listed as just one off-track moment. So just a brief touch of the wheels to the grass is all you need to get that one incident point. So closing in quickly. And we might have ourselves a dogfight after all. And how about the run as of late for that 72, just breaking inside of your top 10. 38 points behind your points leader coming into tonight's race. But more importantly, 67% of the time he's going to finish inside of the top 10. 50% of the races he has finished inside of your top 5. Walking away so far this season with 4 top 5s. Jerry Cochran III looking to put a win next to his name. The final 3 weeks of the regular season, heating them up all over the rear deck lid of Justin Gann. Now looking to make a pass. We'll see what happens on this long front stretch as we head across the line. With 16 to go, we head back to 1. Still chasing after him down into the bus stop chicane. There you can see coming right at you. Whew. I don't know who put that camera there, but man, ooh, that's a brave one. They misjudged the corner and we're gonna have some problems. A little listen as Gann up through the gears and back down. Get a downshift. Getting into turn number 10. Back to the right-hander. Right here coming out of turn number 11. Down the front stretch and across the line. We'll have 15 to go. And the Glen 45. In the Heartbreak City here tonight for Ray Lane, started up there in that 3rd position, snatched second away for quite a handful of laps, about 15, 16 laps. Lane kept that 2nd position. Green flag pit stops. The 72 was able to reclaim the 2nd spot, did not look back from there. Trouble in turn number 1 has brought Lane to pit road, and he has been unable to rejoin the race. That big moment there for Gann out of the carousel. And banging through the corner, and Gann gonna peel the pit road. Justin Gann gonna make his 2nd and final stop of the night. That's gonna put the 72 clean and clear into your race lead. Gann already serviced and heading back out of pit road. He's going to give up just a little over a half a lap. Jerry Cochran III for the moment. Tommy Haynes, Nick Hunt, both onto pit lane this time around. That's going to leave Cochran III, Dutton, as well as Campbell yet to make it there. Well, Lee Campbell actually already down pit road. So the 3 drivers yet to hit pit lane. Jerry Cochran Jr. back in the 7th position. Listed off the lead lap. First driver 1 lap down. He is yet to hit pit road for his 2nd stop of the night. Now Jerry Cochran III going to head to pit lane. That's going to put Bailey Dutton in control of the race. Will the 26 stay out on the track to lead a lap, or will he head to pit road? And we're going to have our answer quickly. Dutton onto pit lane. That's going to hand the race lead right back over to this man right here out of the final corner. Going to come across the line with just 12 laps to go. Justin Glen will head back to the point. But although that 72 is down and away, making his way off of pit road, I think he's going to lose a little bit more time than what he wanted. 1.2 seconds back is the gap of the lap traffic. Oh, man, Glen right there, super loose on the cold tires. We thought he might be a little too far back to make it a difference and give us a dogfight coming to the final laps here tonight. The Performance Motorsports, the Glen 45. Right here from Watkins Glen, Jerry Cochran the third, starting to close it. Whoa, and Glen, big moment. Huge save coming out of the carousel. You can see him lose the front end of that Tundra. Oh my God. That is a huge moment. To the outside of Wimbish goes your race leaders. The 72 gonna follow suit to the outside. Drag race 3 trunk length advantage for Glen across the line. Really closing the distance in the one. Looks like the 72 able to get onto the brakes a little bit later. We'll see if that becomes a problem, as we've still got over 25 miles of racing action in front of these guys. 12 laps around this 2.4 mile track. Oh, what a big moment for the 72. Woo! Big moment for the 72. He saved that truck. Saved it. And that's a huge moment for the 72. Being able to save the truck. You've seen smoke coming off the tires, but still able to keep it headed in the right direction. He is going to upset those tires. The rear tires are not going to be happy with him for a lap or two. He's going to have to tiptoe through the tulips and be smooth as chicken lips going over these curbs. But for this next lap, a lap and a half, get those tires back into a workable condition. So the gap now 1.2. We'll see if he's able to close back in. 11 laps remaining. Still time. There's still time. Let's not count them out. There is lap traffic sitting out just in front of your two race leaders. So lap traffic could become a factor. But overstepping, you seen it just last time around right here. Coming out of the bus stop and into the carousel, you seen it 2 laps prior with trouble from Glen out of the carousel. You overstep, you misstep, you misshift. A lot of different things can go wrong behind the wheel on a road course. You can give up time quickly. What would typically cost you a tenth will cost you a half a second. Road course racing is one of those unforgiving racecrafts. That's why you've got to be so mentally focused. Lap after lap. When you head to the road course, you've got so many different throttle points, braking points. You got to remember where you're at on the track. Some of these corners, I don't want to necessarily say they're blind corners. Going through this bus stop, you kind of just throw it into the right here. You kind of just pick a point and you throw the truck there and you pray to God it sticks. Right? These drivers make it look pretty easy. Behind the wheel of their Performance Motorsports Trunk Series machines. But we have seen quite a bit of trouble as well. So with under 10 laps to go this time by, as race leaders make their way through the final corner, you can see the 72 beginning to push harder and harder, trying to get there and giving up a ton. Now you can see those rear tires smoking once again, trying to give it all he's got through the final 2 corners, and that may have cost him an opportunity at a late race strike for the race lead. Justin Gann gonna now step out to almost a 2-second advantage with 9 laps remaining. And Gann has been in complete control. Start to finish here tonight, Gann has just been lights out. Wright walked away with the Performance Motorsports Pole Award, has walked away with the most laps led here tonight. Looking through the timing and scoring, has secured the fastest lap of the race with a 1:13.37. Justin Gann is the man on fire. We're going to trace this all the way back. Let's trace this all the way back. When did Gann begin to get on his roll? We talked to him at the beginning of the season. And ever since back at Michigan in the Xfinity Series, Gann has just been on an absolute tear. Walking away with a win in the Xfinity Series, backing it up last week at Darlington in the trucks. Victory lane once again at Indianapolis. He's going to make it 4 straight races in a row, walking away with a victory. Justin Gann is on a tear. He has figured out the new rig that I'm telling you, you fellow competitors, you better figure something out. It's at that point where Gann is just, he's figured it out. Gary May with some more issues. The number 5 going to fall further behind here. Issues for Gary May, running back in the 9th position, listed 5 laps down. It's still out there trudging along Ray Lane. Also multiple laps down here tonight as well. And Cochran just will not give up the fight, right? That 72 still right there, still digging hard. Last time by, he was a 10.5 faster than your race leader, so he hasn't waved the white flag just yet. We're going to have ourselves 6 to go. Less than 15 miles of racing remain here tonight behind the wheel of these Performance Motorsports Truck Series machines. Heavy lap traffic out in front of your race leader. Will this determine the outcome of an absolute beating? It's a beating. It's domination. He has absolutely been on a tear here tonight. Job well done for that 30 of Justin Gann. Bailey Dutton with them with issues moments ago. Let's go see what has created a battle for that final position on the podium. Let's take a look real quick. Let's see what happened here with Dutton. And again, turn number 1 is going to be the problem turn of the track. And there it is, just wheel hopping down into turn 1. Bailey Dutton going to have some problems, and that's going to compound itself. Campbell closing back in on that 26. The Goodyear number 14 trying to close back in on Bailey Dutton and take the final position on the podium away. Very close racing action here between Dutton and Campbell. 3rd and 4th on the racetrack. Campbell looking for his first podium of the season. Will it come tonight at the road course? Meanwhile, Justin Gann stepping out 2.6 seconds in front of Jerry Cochran. Big gap back to this battle between Dutton and Campbell. Tommy Haynes, Nick Hunt, they're starting to go at it as well. The 17 sitting in 5th. Nick Hunt looking for that top 5. With 4 laps to go, Tommy Haynes has stepped up the game and has walked away from Nick Hunt. That 00 gonna have to find some more speed. The battle has also went away between Dutton and Campbell for 3rd and 4th. Justin Gann continues to lead out front. A long night of road course racing here for Justin Gann, and he is going to look to walk away with every box checked here tonight. From Watkins Glen International Raceway, he's going to look to lead the most laps, have the pole position, fastest lap, and walk away with the checkered flag here tonight, and with less than 5 miles to go this time by. Fickle will go on display for your race leader. Just 2 laps remain in the Glen 45 for the Performance Motorsports Truck Series. What a run, what a night. John Wimbish in the Time 56 machine gonna have some problems. He's gonna fall a little further in the field. He's gonna fall back to that 8th position. Jerry Cochran Jr. gonna move into 7th. Nick Hunt still chasing after a top 5, sitting at 6, but he's got 2 seconds to make up. Jerry Cochran the 3rd. Looks like he has settled to finish in the 2nd here tonight. Just a little too much of a gap to try to overcome through the carousel once again in Justin Gann. Woo, big twitch. Oh, man. Can you imagine throwing it away at this point in time, stepping on your toes? Whew. Through turn 11, back across the stripe for the final time here tonight as the white flag flies. Final lap. It's the one to go for Swift MotorSports here from the Glen. So with no real gaps, no real battles. Gaps all pretty much set out unless the driver steps on their own feet here on this final lap. Again, we'll walk away with yet another win. Jerry Cochran the third looks to finish second. Bailey Dutton on the podium. Back in third, Lee Campbell, Tommy Haynes round out your top five with Nick Hunt, Cochran Jr., Wimbish May, Lane, and McGregor. Finishing out the field with Mike Rominger in 12th, so a good solid night here tonight. At the Glen 45 through the final two corners, Justin Gann looking to tiptoe his way into victory lane. Get the wine ready. We celebrating tonight as Justin Gann off of the final corner and across the stripe. Checkered flag flies as Gann finishes with the top spot. Once again, an amazing job for this number 30. Just a dominant performance here tonight behind the wheel. Justin Gann with an amazing run here at the Glen. He will walk away with the top spot. Second win in a row. Guys, you're gonna have to do something. You're gonna have to figure something out with this guy. He is on a tear in the championship season right around the corner. You can't afford to let this man get the hot shoe. Great run tonight. Gann gonna enjoy a cool down lap, bring it around to the front stretch for all the fans in the stands. Gonna give him quite a bit of a post-race celebration and smoke show here tonight. An amazing job behind the wheel of that Toyota. So there it is, sold out, packed house here tonight at the Glen as Gann gonna bring it to the front stretch and down into turn one. You can see him. He's gonna go celebrate down into turn one. So as he enjoys his post-race celebrations, we're gonna step away for a brief commercial break. Get things set up and ready to go for your post-race interviews. Don't go anywhere, race fans. We'll be right back. And backtrack side at the conclusion of one heck of a road course race here from Watkins Glen International. We're not going to keep you waiting very long. Let's jump right into things here with your post-race interviews. Let's see if we can dial up and have a few words with the man behind the wheel of that 26 machine. Looking to get back to victory lane. He's going to walk away with the podium instead. Bailey, it's Dave. You got a copy?
I got you.
Hey, man, we're used to seeing you a little bit further up through the running order, but nonetheless, an amazing points day and a great job for you here tonight at the Glen. Thoughts on the race?
My only thought is I'm glad it's over. I just held on for 45 laps, trying not to spin out, and I failed once and saved it about 5 different times. So I'm glad that one's past me.
Now, Bailey, this is one of the double headers, one of the few double headers that we see throughout the schedule here with Swift, with whether it be the Performance Motorsports Truck Series here tonight or the Xfinity Series tomorrow night, sponsored by Ayers iRacing Paints. With it being a double header week at the same track, do you think tonight gives you any benefit over drivers that weren't here tonight as you enter tomorrow night's race behind the wheel of the Xfinity rides?
It benefits me. I don't know if it gives me a benefit over other guys because I'm not very good here, but I think to racing this track tonight will definitely help me tomorrow night.
Well, man, we know you're used to being at the front of the field. Still going to walk away with a great points day. Still solidly inside of the top 16, inside of the top 10 in the points standing. So looks like your championship run is going to be pretty much secure. So as we head into the final 2 weeks of the regular season, before we let you go here tonight, would you like to give any final shout-outs, thank yous, love yous?
Yeah, everybody at Swift, Don and Andy, you for putting this on. Swift MotorSports, Justin as well. Congrats to him on the win, and congrats to Jerry on second. Jerry, I heard Jerry was giving him a run for his money, so at least somebody got to watch something interesting tonight.
Yeah, he was giving him all he could there for a minute, and then he gave him a little too much and just couldn't recover after that. But you know, we'll let you guys drivers you talk about that in the back of the trucks and things of that nature. But Bailey, again, congratulations, job well done. Always a pleasure to catch up with you at the end of these things. Hopefully we get to talk to you here in the next few weeks. But until then, my friend, stay safe, and as always, keep it fast.
Thanks, Dave. See you soon.
All right, and you would expect to see him soon. I'm sure of that. Next week, we're going to be heading to New Hampshire, then off into Homestead to finish out the regular season. But tonight, Dutton walks away with third. That's going to move us right along the list. Let's see if we can't talk to the driver that was heating him up at the front, looking for the race lead. Started outside pole position, going to finish in second as well. Jerry, it's Dave. How you feeling after a solid run here at the Glen?
Kicking myself in the butt, Dave. You know that. Just man, it's aggravating, man. He messed up, and I feel like we was pretty close to being equal there in a lot of places. He messed up at one time, gave me opportunity, got me on his back bumper, and man, I just blowed the tires off. I don't know how many times, just trying to do something with it. And I didn't need to, man. I'm so aggravated.
Now, see, with road course racing, and this is maybe a question to help fill in some of the fans out there that aren't necessarily too familiar with road course racing. It seems to be that, you know, we like to use the term chasing the rabbit. But when you get chasing that rabbit at a road course, it tends to bite you in the butt 9 out of 10 times. Is that just kind of what happened over the course of those final, I would say, about 10 to 15 laps?
Oh yeah, for sure. Like I said, once he messed up, gave me an opportunity to get close to him. You know, I kept getting closer and closer, and I said, well, shoot, now I got to figure out how I'm going to get by him. And then next thing I know, man, I got in the zone looking at the back tailgate of his truck coming off one of the corners, and just too much throttle. I was more focused on trying to get a run or see how to get by him or set him up, and I just wasn't just got in the gas too much and lit the rear tires up, and then after that I just straight over drove a daggone thing, man.
Well, man, from a handful of weeks ago, talking to you, sitting in a kind of a precarious situation in the point standings, not really sure if you were going to work your way in or not. You came into tonight's race sitting in 10th, solidly inside of the top 16. A second place showing here tonight going to catapult you a little further on in. So now that you're quote unquote safely in that championship 16, is the focus shifting at all past the next 2 weeks and into those championship rounds, or is it all about the here and now?
Yeah, for me, man, it's all about right here and now. It's a lot like I've said in recent broadcasts. It's a good schedule for me. I like all the tracks coming up. There's really no track that I dislike. So I have a lot of seat time at the tracks that are coming up. So I feel pretty good. I'm gonna take it one race at a time, and I still want to get that win over here. To be able to get a win with these guys and have that one beside your name under the win column is, says a lot. At least it does. That's how I feel about it. When you race against Gann and Bailey and Ray and all these other guys, it's a lot of fast guys in here. So, now that I'm in there, now I want to win. I want at least one or two wins, before we close the season out, just so I can have my name up there with the fast guys.
Absolutely, man. Well, we enjoy being able to catch up with you at the end of these things, so you know how we do things. We're going to step back. Shoutouts, thank yous, love yous.
Yes, sir. Of course. Start off as always, my wife, Grace and J Photography. Everything she does for me. Without her, I would not be sitting here. Obsidian Activewear, Velocita, Splash and Go Graphics, Wicked Motorsports, my dad, um, Swift, Mr. Gann, Andy, Nick, everybody behind the scenes over here, Don, that put this on. They do a great job. Ayers iRacing Paints. That's one thing I have forgotten to say. I know that's a big sponsor for the league. Um, and of course, Turn 3 and everything you do, Dave. You do a great job, and I really enjoy going back watching it.
Well, we're only as good as the drivers we get to bring to the masses, and you guys are uh, by far some of the best in the business, the best to get it done. An amazing job here tonight, walking away with second, Jerry. We wish you the best in the next coming weeks. Hope to talk to you again soon, but until then, as always, stay safe and keep it fast.
Thanks, Dave. We'll see you, brother.
All right, there you have it, Jerry Cochran the third, stepping on his toes a little bit. Ain't no fun when the rabbit got the gun. Jerry Cochran gonna finish in second here tonight, and that's gonna move us right into victory lane. The man that, as of late, needs no introduction. I mean, win after win. And it's like all he does is win as of late. Back-to-back visits to victory lane in the Truck Series. Back-to-back visits in the Xfinity Series. 4 in a row, Justin. Do these guys need to be worried?
I think, I got lucky I didn't wreck myself at a road course, to be honest. I think that's just one of those things. But yeah, I'm really feeling the equipment, all the new stuff. So hopefully I can continue on with the momentum. But yeah, we're looking pretty good.
You see, you mentioned that. I remember we talked to you from a podium position just a handful of weeks ago, and you were still somewhat unsure. Like the new equipment, just you weren't quite vibing with it, so to speak, just yet. But something's clicked as of late, and it looks like that feeling and that new equipment, everything's starting to come together. The speed's there week after week. I mean, where do you go from here? You're now inside of the top 10, 2 race wins, regular season coming to a close. How far you think you can carry this?
Oh man, I'm gonna keep trying to carry it. Always looking forward to the next race. Definitely got to put in some practice. But we got to do it again tomorrow in the Xfinity car. So I'm trying not to get any incidents. So far, I don't have any incidents in the Xfinity series. So You know, I'm gonna try to keep it clean and hopefully get it out front. And if I can do that, you know, it'd be awesome. I know Jerry is fast. I think he was the fastest on the track. Um, I just got lucky with the starting there. Got a good little gap to save me from his speed.
Well, he almost got back to you at the end there. Cooked the rear tires coming out of a handful of corners, and that's pretty much all she wrote. Let you finish off the nice Sunday dominating drive at the front. You led the most laps, fastest lap of the race, pole award, and the checkered flag to cap it off. Job well done once again, my man. You know how we do things, so we're gonna shut our mouths and we're gonna step back here in the corner, and the mic is yours.
All right. Give a shout out to Performance Motorsports, Hyperdrive Racing, Sim Magic, Ayers iRacing Paints, everybody behind the scenes over there at Swift. You guys for putting on the broadcast for us over there at Turn 3. We got to give a special shout out to Todd Cray. You know, he for some reason he didn't make it tonight. I don't know why, but he didn't make it. So I know he's watching the stream.
I mean, I think it
And
might be the right turns, man. I think it might be the right turns. Shh, don't. I
it-
didn't say that.
That's right. And then cousin Jess.
Well, Justin, man, again, congratulations on the absolute tear that you're on right now. A kind of an unprecedented run to see a driver go back to back in series, multiple series in the week, man. You're on fire right now. We hope nobody's got any water to toss on you. We'll see how you go. Once again here tomorrow night from the Glen behind the wheel of your Xfinity ride, but it's all about that checkered flag in the truck tonight, walking away with you. So until we meet again, my friend, stay safe, and as always, keep it fast.
Thanks, Dave.
All right, there you go. Justin, again, you heard it from him. He's not really the road course ringer, but was able to get out there on the start, and fortunately enough for himself, drivers behind him quick closing in, overcooked the rear tires, and that allowed him to step off into the sunset. Justin Gann will take it back to back here in the Performance Motorsports Truck Series. What a night, what a race, tons of action around that third and fourth, fifth and sixth position all night long. Some great pit stops by these drivers. We're going to have an amazing night of racing action coming at you tomorrow as well, right here from the Glen once again. So get ready for that. It's going to be a barn burner in the Xfinity Series. But what a night here tonight behind the wheel of these trunks. As you can hear the producers hitting the buttons in the background, you know the sounds, you know it's time for us to run down tonight's unofficial race results in the Glen. 45 walking away with the top spot. Checkered flag once again belongs to the 30 of Justin Gann. Jerry Cochran III going to bring that Grayson J Photography 72 home in second. Meanwhile, Bailey Dutton finishes in third with Lee Campbell fourth. Tommy Haynes will round out your top five. The 00 John Deere machine of Nick Hunt going to finish tonight's race back in sixth with Jerry Cochran Jr. sliding home in seventh. Eighth place here tonight belongs to John Wimbish with Gary May back in ninth. Quick early tonight, Ray Lane gonna have some problems down in turn number one, and the 44 will finish in 10th. The Caterpillar 71 of Todd McGregor early trembles here tonight. McGregor will exit the track with 11th. Mike Rominger, the Chevy Accessories.com number 9 machine, will be listed in 12th. Big tip of the cap to Don Kidder and Andy Starcher, your race control and admins. A little bit of a lazy night here for him tonight after getting the grid set and ready to go. And we're going to get things set and ready to go for tomorrow night's race. We're going to re-rack them, restack them, and rerun them for 45 laps here at the Glen. What an amazing night. What an amazing race. If you haven't already, be sure to join us in that push to 4,000 subscribers. Show the driver some love and drop the thumbs up. Click subscribe and smash that bell. over there at the right-hand side, getting notified anytime we go live here on the Turn 3 Racing Network, whether it's myself, David the Cave, or anybody else back at the Turn 3 headquarters. We appreciate each and every one of you, each and every time you stop by, whether you're sliding in to say hey, or you are one of our dedicated fans, friends, family, or one of our many different sponsors. We do appreciate each and every one of you. Big salute to Performance Motorsports, Airs Eye Racing Paints, as well as Bud Kicker. With that being said, stay safe, stay loved, my friends, and until next time, we'll meet you in Turn 3.